Hey guys, and welcome back to another tutorial video. Today we're going to be going over the anti-swear system. The anti-swear system works pretty well, and I want to say that this isn't a full-fledged anti-swear system, and if you want to use one of those, make sure to do so. But in this case, it's built-in basic anti-swear, and it does its job. I don't think it's like the main reason people are using this, but it's nice to have. Something to keep in mind is that when you go into the config for it, I believe here, there's, where is it? Here. It says player. I do believe this is not currently active. So, just a heads up. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pop open the commands, because I believe, don't call me out on this, but I do believe all of this can be modified within the code itself. And all of these are admin commands, so there's no reason to apply permissions, but if you need the permissions, again, they're on bucket. Or you can go to spigot and then click commands and permissions, and it's all there. I use bucket just because they allow you to have multiple pages. Super easy. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our commands, and we're going to toggle the swear for the chat. So to do this, that's the wrong server. To do this, we're going to come in here, and we're going to go VPC, swear, toggle. As you can see, there's a bunch of stuff here. If you look at this, but we're going to go toggle. And we're going to do it from moderator, since that's what we've been working on all this time. So we have enabled anti-swear. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a word. So if you say, let's say but is our swear word today. So if I say hello, if I, let's see, MF focus, right? We're going to focus on the chat. And we're going to go like butthead, right? Butthead. Or you are butt, right? We want to get rid of butt, because we don't want the people to see it, because like we're cancer that way. So the thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come with this command here. It's swear add, and then we can add an optional replacement word. For the first basics of it, we're gonna go VPC swear. We're gonna add a word. We're going to set the chat that we want it to do it in, and the word that we're going to replace, or the word that we're going to get rid of, which is but. So now by doing this, it's a very basic filter. So we can do like butthead, right? But if we do butthead, it still goes through. How do we fix this, you ask? Well, that's where my dev logs come in. God knows why they're in there, but they are. The ability to add swear words that contain certain text, we're going to come back to that. The ability to completely block a message containing the exact word. Okay. The ability to completely block a message containing the word. So we're going to start with the one above it. The ability to block a message containing the exact word. Oh. We're going to do this one first. We're going to do this first here. So we're going to go ahead and note the layout for that. So we're going to like that. There we go. So we're gonna go back to our BPC, right? But we're gonna add the percent symbols here, right? And then we add it. So now if I say the same butthead, no message. No message, right? So then we have another option, right? So we're gonna go ahead and remove. We're gonna remove that filter because we don't want it anymore. So you can type minus. You can type remove, you can type rem, you can type delete. It doesn't matter. It all does the same thing. So we're going to put, instead of percents, we're going to put ats. Right? Oops. That word's not in there. We need to add it. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and type butthead again. Ooh. 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 Sorry. Containing the exact word. There we go. It appears the word you've used used a word that is not allowed in moderator. There you go. So it just does that. It just puts the message like that instead of like putting no text at all. So let's go ahead and add this again. We're gonna first off, you know what? Let's really. So we're gonna delete this. We're going to add this. And then we're going to type butthead again, right? So it removes the entire message, but I do believe if you space this out, there we go. So it's a like word. So if the word contains but, it removes the word. So if I type in butthead hello, it'll keep hello. So that's kind of the situation. So it'll delete the entire word containing that certain text, which is kind of cool. All right, so now let's go ahead and delete this and delete this. One of these. There we go. Sorry, I'm not looking at my keyboard. So now we're going to come down to the last one here. And we're going to do, what is it, @%, which is a combination of the two things above. So originally when we typed butthead like this, with the @ symbols only, it would still send the word. But if we spaced out butt and head, it would remove the entire message. So this, in this instance, we're taking the % of if a word contains but, we're going to do that. So we're going to go ahead and do it again. So we're going to type butt. Now if we type in butthead, right, it'll delete the thing. And if we type in hello afterwards, right, it'll still remove the message. And it'll say that you can't type that. So yeah, so that is the basics of understanding the swear system. How to remove, how to add, etc., right? So that's pretty much the basics of it. I think we've gone over with everything. Oh, right. I guess we do have a little bit more here that we can go over. For example, you can do VPC swear list, and then we can do moderator. And it'll show you your filters in your current chat. So that way you can see that. And again, this layout, completely customizable, by the way. I want to point that out. This layout is completely customizable. You can make this however you want. The only thing you can't remove is the tag. I may change that in a future version, but for now, that is just the way it is. So, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at our files for this server. So now we have a folder in here inside of files. See, because we made an anti-swear, so now there's an anti-swear folder, and we have a moderator channel. And here you go. That's our dictionary. That's the dictionary for the thing. And for example, if you wanted to copy this and put it as administrator, you could. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and copy and paste this. Let's go ahead and rename this to administrator. Right? So if I go in here, I don't know if I need to reload for this or not, but I may. But if we do administrator, let's see, what is it? Let's go like this, administrator. I may need to reload. Nope, there it is. Automatically loads in. So now if I type in admin but, oh, I may need to reload. Okay. So let's go ahead and VPC reload. I'm not sure this will reload it, but we can take a look. It did not. Okay. Oh, right. We have to toggle on swear. So we have to do VPC swear toggle administrator, I believe. All right. Cool. Would admin work? Yeah, it does. Okay. So any of your commands that you have, like AD, would also work because just the way I set it up. So it's super easy. If you put admin or AD or ADM or whatever you have set up, it'll all work in there. So let's go ahead and type our butt again. Now, there you go. Here's use word that's not allowed. Or 80 butthead. Well, there you go. Can't even type it. So there you go. You can copy the stuff. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Alright. So let's go ahead and oops. So as you can see, the admin chat is now nope, this is not updated. So let's go ahead and update. Oh, did it not save? Oh, here's a neat thing. So you see how this has file anti-swear server chat name? So it's accessing I do believe here, right? So it's going files anti-swear server, right? And then chat name. So it's going into here. So what you could do is instead of doing chat name for the admin chat, you could actually do moderator. And it would, in fact, use the moderator YML instead of the admin one. So that's an option that you can do. It's very cool. It's very nice. Um, but yeah. So if you did enjoy this, be sure to let me know. If you have any questions about how to use this, you can hit me up in DMs on Spigot. You can make an issue on the GitHub or whatever. Figure out a way to get hold of me, and we can do that. Just don't leave a bad review if you have a question. Just hit me up privately or make an issue on GitHub. With that said, thank you so much for learning about anti-swear with me and how to use it. And that's going to be it.